Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. Hello people, snatch your popcorn since Monique isn't keeping down and things are getting truly delicious. You thought Hollywood was a place where there is marvelousness and glitz, right? Well, reconsider. So we as a whole realize Monique has been pursuing Tyler Perry, broadcasting all his filthy clothing, yet presently she's dropping clues that there's something else, and it probably includes, as a matter of fact, TD Jakes. Definitely, you heard it right. The TD Jakes word on the road is that Tyler Perry and TD Jakes maybe need somewhere down in some obscure business, and it's evidently more terrible than anything we've heard up until this point. Gossip likewise has it that Tyler Perry could be tossing a few serious dangers Monique's way for focusing a light on these supposed ones with TD Jakes. Yet think about the thing, Monique isn't withdrawing, she's destroying every one of the shades, and word has it she's going to spill the entire tea. Now the thing precisely is Monique attempting to uncover about these two lock in on the grounds that we're about to plunge into the outrage of the 100 years. So Tyler Perry and T. Jake, generally the go-to folks for motivation, are currently getting the side eye from Monique. She's dropping clues that there is an entirely separate story underneath the surface, something past the fabulousness and glitz we normally partner with these two. Monique's bill is laying out a Hollywood picture that goes way more profound than just showbiz she's not keeping down. Tossing conceal at these industry monsters, recommending there in the background lives probably won't be pretty much as spotless as the clean pictures they present to general society. And we as a whole know Monique, she doesn't withdraw from a test currently. Here's the tea. The bits of gossip are twirling that Tyler Perry could have slipped money to TD Jake to stay silent about a problematic business recall. That $1 million gift to TD Jake's congregation, well, the Great Plant is saying it wasn't precisely for the Sunday assortment. It could have been a quiet cash plan, and this isn't thoroughly something else on the grounds that TD Jake has been causing a stir for not fitting the commonplace minister form, rather than your standard teaching he's about the cash talk guaranteeing. Even God is ready for stacking that money. In addition, we should be genuine. He's carrying on with that superstar life, hobnobbing with superstars more than your normal church participant. Likewise, TD Jake is tight with stars like Diddy, hitting up his gatherings and all. And except if you've been hiding away, you realize Diddy slams a company aside of outrage. So what's going on with a minister plunging into that scene? We should separate it genuinely fast. So after Cassie settled her problem with terrible Kid Records manager Diddy, this TikTok client dropped some stunner guarantees. Evidently, Cassie gave more stuff to the FBI, like tapes from Diddy's wild gatherings, and even Kim Watchman's mystery telephone. Presently, here's the jaw dropper. The TikTok client says there's an email that focuses fingers at Diddy's nearby pale minister, TD Jakes, as indicated by the Tucker. There's this clasp drifting around where some fella gives everything away, that Cassie doled out tapes showing Diddy's wild gatherings, including TD Jakes, as well as a lot of other hotshots and things purported got pretty shameful, like laying down with various men at the sorry. Yes, crazy, right? The email says, so I need to set you up on game on the genuine idea of Diddy and cleric Jake's relationship. However, first we should comprehend that diocesan Jake isn't of God. He is without a doubt a freeman, as was Diddy, and I say he was on the grounds that it appears like he has been deprived of his security honors and power, yet commit no error about it. His spirit is as yet represented by Satan. He will always be unable to fight off or get away from that cruel reality. In any case, I'm told Diddy and Jakes veil the genuine idea of their relationship. As per the email back in June 1983, Kim Dorman guaranteed TD Jakes was blamed for meddling with a youthful person. Simply a year in the wake of sealing the deal with his better half, the word is the situation got quieted in some way. Quick forward to 1999, when a person threatened to let the cat out of the bag on Jake. Strangely, he disappeared. Minister clear spills that the man got compensated off to remain silent. 2 years after the fact, a similar person turns up dead with a gunfire to the head. Discuss obscure, right? No names. However, this all went down at Emmanuel Sanctuary of Confidence in Smithers, West Virginia. Supposed has it parents from Jake's old neighborhood demand he's been hush with folks from the beginning, and there's even discussion about some more established minister prepping him. When Jake hits up Diddy get-togethers, supposedly he's tossing back monstrous measures of liquor and puffing on stogies in some selective piece of the house. Now, since he's in a confidential region that is welcome, just doesn't mean he's off the radar. Clearly, he's still under watch. Goodness, and get this, the minister's better half never makes an appearance to Diddy slams, and word is she's very much aware of what's going down. Individuals are talking about it. She's addressed why she's never been on the list of people to attend. However, I got to recall that these are only a few insane cases drifting around via virtual entertainment. No hard proof presently, get this. There's this mystic on TikTok who obviously called this wildness. Like 2 years back, she went on this tirade about TD Jakey being a Freemason taking occultic promises and being in some fellowship serving Satan as his actual supervisor. As per her, he's utilizing his gifts to wreck with individuals' heads, goodness, and here's the kicker: she anticipated that Jake would be in one of the greatest embarrassments, truly saying he's not precisely straight and the situation would be about his sex direction. It's awe-inspiring, right? While there's no proof to back up the cases against Jake, this isn't his most memorable rodeo with discussion back in 2009. Jake's child Jermaine got in steaming hot water for supposedly doing some obscene stuff at Keith Park in Dallas. Quick forward to last year, and there's more to show. Jake's girl's alienated husband got blamed for some truly horrendous stuff with their embraced girl concerning Tyler Perry. A few straight folks are guaranteeing he's driving them into gay jobs, and it's wrecking their positions. Discuss the show right. So entertainer and voice mentor Brand and Jay spilled the tea on TikTok, sharing that recording. Only one episode of Perry's Meet the Browns was the hardest gig, as indicated by Jay Daly. Perry's set resembles 7 days of shooting somewhere else. And in the event that is insufficient, he says Perry's famous for tossing last-minute script changes at the entertainers, causing them to retain on the spot. Jay, who tried out for the job of Jeffrey, a harassed secondary school buddy, spills everything. So get this, the entertainer captured onto Tyler Perry not flowing with the first content, and that implied everybody needed to scramble to learn new lines on the spot, undeniably picked by the enormous supervisor himself, as indicated by Jay. Perry went all out offhand, changing the whole content in that general area and taking care of the lines for the entertainers. In the event that you didn't get on Speedy, Perry would drop your terminated bomb. However, it doesn't stop there. As Jay hustles to get those new lines down, Perry chooses out of nowhere that Jay's personality will be gay and smashes on his secondary school menace. That's right, not what Jay pursued at his tryout. Perry drops the bomb like, I believe Jeffrey should be gay and have a keen interest in his harasser. Insanely, in the second piece of the adventure. Jay spills that his most memorable response was to hit up his representative, who fundamentally said, "You don't need to take this on the off chance that you're not cool with it. I have a whole new content with all new lines and endless pages. I have an hour to realize this stuff." My representative was like, in no way, shape, or form on the off chance that Brandon feels awkward with playing this character. Then he can stroll from this, cuz you don't need to do anything that you feel really awkward doing. However, after some serious considering, Jay concluded it was an opportunity he would not like to need to pass up, so regardless of Perry tossing in the latest possible moment bend and making the person gay, Jay felt free to play the job. However, stand by, it gets more obscure. There's one more name added to the list of assumed survivors of Tyler Perry, and this time it's Christian Keys. The person didn't keep down. He went on Instagram with a mournful video dishing about some serious power maltreatment in the business. Get this. He spilled about a powerful man who evidently gloated about having a lot of youthful individuals of color under his care. His names were left hidden, yet you know the web's in full criminal investigator mode. At a similar time, this individual was hassling me for a really long time, various young people of color on the finance, and they just needed to show up when he was at the point at which he mentioned them to be currently's right. There's right here's where it gets wild. Christian Keys has been moving with Tyler Perry for almost 20 years, from the time of the Journal of a Distraught Person of Color in 2005 to the new television series Every One of the Supremacy's Men. So normally, everybody's associate coming to an obvious conclusion and tossing around hypotheses is Tyler Perry, the secret man in the Christian story. Yet hello, we should keep it genuine. What we're hearing is all hypotheses right now, and just Christian Keys has the genuine lowdown on who that strong buddy is. He's been dropping clues, referencing that he has the receipts, and he's even given them to the police, so he may very well get the 411 on this secret exceptionally soon. Now we should discuss the meta style of satire. It's diverting, no question, except for certain people who say there's something entirely to it. Dave Chappelle on Oprah's show tossed out an inquiry: for what reason do we see such countless dark entertainers making and playing female characters? When I see that they put each person of color in the films in a dress sooner or later in their vocation, I'll associate them down, like why this multitude of siblings need to wear a dress. So Dave Chappelle spilled some tea about how he got requested to shake a dress in a film close by Martin Lawrence, like when I interface spots that perhaps ought not be associated, I don't know yet specific specs. Like when I see that they put subscribe She Spice for more videos.